Willie L. Brown, a member of the Democratic Party, he served as mayor of San Francisco from 1996 to 2004. The first African American to hold that office, aka the mayor, and godfather of California politics. Born in Mineola, Texas, where he graduated from high school, Brown moved to San Francisco in 1951. He graduated from San Francisco State University in 1955 and earned a JD from the University of California Hastings College of Law. In 1958, after which he worked as an attorney and was involved in the civil rights movement, he was elected to the California Assembly in 1964, during which he became popular in San Francisco and became known as one of the country's most powerful state legislators. As a legislator, Brown earned a reputation as a supporter of civil rights of gays and lesbians and was able to manage colleagues and maintain party discipline. He served as a Speaker of the California State Assembly from 1980 to 1995. His long tenure and powerful positions were used as a focal point of the California ballot proposition, limiting the terms of state legislators that passed in 1990. During the last of the three allowed post-initiative terms, Brown maintained control of the Assembly despite a slim Republican majority. Near the end of his final term, he decided to run for mayor of San Francisco. Brown was fourth of five children. During Brown's childhood, mob violence periodically erupted in Mineola, keeping African Americans from voting. His first job was a shoe shine boy in a whites-only barbershop. He later worked as a janitor, fry cook, and field hand. He learned a strong work ethic at a young age from his grandmother. He graduated from Mineola Colored High School, which he later described as substandard, and left for San Francisco in August 1951 at the age of 17 to live with his uncle. Brown originally wanted to attend Stanford University. His interviewer from Stanford was a faculty member at San Francisco State College and was surprised by Brown's ambition. Although Brown did not meet the qualifications for Stanford or San Francisco State, the professor facilitated Brown's admission to the latter school on probation. Brown adjusted to college studies after working especially hard to catch up his first semester. He joined the Young Democrats and became friends with John L. Burton and Philip Burton, both power brokers in California politics. Brown originally wanted to be a math instructor, but campus politics changed his ambitions. He became active in his church and the San Francisco NAACP. Brown worked as a doorsman, janitor, and shoe salesman to pay for college in San Francisco. He is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. Brown attended Hastings College of Law, where he also worked as a janitor. He befriended future San Francisco Mayor George Moscone, for whom Brown later managed a campaign. During the late 1950s and early 1960s, Brown was one of the few African Americans practicing law in San Francisco. When he opened his own business, he practiced criminal defense law, representing pimps, prostitutes, and other clients that more prominent attorneys would not represent. One early case was to defend Mario Savio. On his first civil disobedient arrest, he quickly became involved in the civil rights movement, leading a well-orchestrated sit-in protest, housing discrimination after a local real estate office refused to work with him because of his race. Brown was one of four black Americans in the Assembly in 1965. The other three were Mervyn M. Dimely, F. Douglas Farrell, and Byron Rumford. He continued to be reelected to the Assembly until 1995 in the 1960s. Brown served as chair of the Legislative Representative Committee, a powerful position that helped him climb in the Assembly ranks. Brown was California's first black American Speaker of the Assembly and served in office from 1981 to 1995. In 1990, he helped negotiate an end to a 64-day budget standoff. In 1994, Brown gained a vote of a few Republicans and maintained the speakership when the Democrat lost control of the Assembly to the Republicans, led by Jim Brute. Brown regained control in 1995. Brown's long service in the Assembly and political connections, his strong negotiation skills, and the Assembly's tenure system for leadership appointments combined to give Brown nearly complete control over the California legislature by the time he became Assembly Speaker. Brown became one of the most country's powerful state legislators, and he nicknamed himself the Ayatollah of the Assembly, the New York Times stated. Partially to remove Brown from his leadership position, a state constitutional amendment initiative was proposed and passed by the electorate in 1990, imposing term limits on state legislators. Brown became the focus of the initiative and raised just under $1 million to defeat it. Willie has paved the way for California political landscape as the unofficial governor. No matter who was in charge in California, he is California legacy and a model politician for future American politicians to follow as a blueprint for success, especially African American politicians like Vice President Kamala Harris, who he mentored. Thank you, Willie, for your continued journey in making California a better place and America.